Pain is your body's way of getting you to pay attention. So eventually the body will need to let you know that it can't cope anymore. And so pain, the experience of pain, is just the tip of the iceberg.
It's a defensive mechanism. It tells you there's something wrong. And we don't want to just block out those signals. We want to try and find, well, what is causing that mechanism of pain, feeling pain.
The injury takes place, then the pain takes place. And it's about trying to restore the motion, get the movement back into the area, and therefore the patient should stay better.
Most of the people that come here have got long-standing problems, and they build up over a number of years. And then they've tried other approaches, and very often chiropractic is the last approach. So it's not uncommon for people to come here who've been suffering for 10 or 15 years.
I was working excessive hours, I was tired, and one day my back just seized. It was as simple as that.
You have someone who has been suffering from pain for many, 20, 30 years, and then after a week or two they say things like, I've had the first decent night's sleep in 10 years. I no longer wake up with a headache.
They start to report to us other benefits, how they start to feel more relaxed, better concentration, better sleeping, feeling stronger. They start to make life choices.
It's such a great reward for us as practitioners when we can see people's quality of life improving. And because sometimes they think that there's just no hope, they just got to learn to live with it. And they've been on pain medication for years and years and years.
But most people also come in with some sort of neurological deficit. So the nerve is squeezed or compressed for whatever reason. Generally it's going to be a disc that's causing the problem, and there's a range of issues why that can actually happen. So our job is to relieve that pressure by restoring the function of the area back into its correct position first of all, so it can move the way that it needs to. And they're probably the most common things that we see.
Birmingham Chiropractic Clinic was the first in this area of the country. It was started in around 1934 by a chiropractor called Sidney Starkey. His son subsequently, George Starkey, took over from him, and I came over in 1987, and in the last 5 years my son William has joined us. So it's been father, son, father, son. And as I mentioned, it's been the longest established clinic in the area.
Essentially what we try and do is restore movement that has been lost, restoring any deficit that should be there.
One of the instruments we use is this, where we would place it next to the joint which isn't moving correctly, and then we would, it's a spring-loaded mechanism. You can see the force, the measured force of this, because it is so fast, it overcomes the body's normal reaction to tighten against the treatment.
This allows us to be very focused at one specific joint at a time, so we can be sure that we're achieving the results we would like.
I was climbing a mountain and I fell 4 meters and I jarred the bottoms.
I had problems with my shoulder and my neck, and within a short space of time James had done wonders with it.
At the moment there are 3 chiropractors working here. They're registered with General Council, so they're qualified chiropractors, and we all 3 of us undergo ongoing education. So we never stop learning. It's a continuous learning process.
I'm now back up and running as I should be. From our point of view, myself and my wife's, is that we have complete faith in Mr. Russo and his team, and that helps us tremendously.
If you decide to get your problem investigated with us here, please give the front staff a ring and we can start you on the journey to getting back to a life without pain and more movement.